I see a lot of faces in the room that I know, but I also see a lot of faces I don't know, which is great because that means that the support for Project Home Indy is growing. We always like new faces and new people interested in what we're doing. Tonight we are celebrating the achievement of several critical milestones, not the least of which is finding the money to renovate a home at 32 East 32nd Street, which is part of the Trinity campus. We have raised $250,000 to do that, which was our goal. We leveraged donations from last year's fundraiser to get a grant from the City of Indianapolis Housing Trust Fund in the amount of $190,000 to make up the difference in that. So that was great that they believe in us and want to move us forward. So we're looking forward to breaking ground sometime soon. We have also received a grant from the Women's Fund, part of the Central Indiana Community Foundation for $25,000, which pays for an executive director, and that's Emily Styron, and I'll introduce you to her in a little bit. Without Emily, we definitely could not have been moving this as far along as we have, because, you know, whoever was here last year knows that it was a collection of some people doing some stuff. But with Emily, it's really brought about professionalism and a go-to person for all of us, so we're happy to have her on board. We've also added 2 board members since last summer, Harry McFarland, who retired from, he was, let me make sure I get it right, Vice President of the Indianapolis Foundation at the Central Indiana Community Foundation, and then Carol Steffen, who's a local attorney and a consultant, so we're happy to have them on board. And then could the rest of the board members raise their hands? We have several, I think everyone's here except this, Carrie Russell, I don't know, there's Jenny Pickle, Cindy Collier, where's the rest of my people? Chris, and then the founders are on the board. Leisha, are you hiding? Where is she? Okay. Leisha. So we're grateful for everyone's willingness to serve, and we keep adding more work, and people keep doing it, so that's great. We need to thank our sponsors for the event. First, I'd like to thank KPMG, was one of the title sponsors tonight, and they donated $2,500. And then also later this year, KPMG volunteers will come and landscape our house. So we really can't, I don't know what we'd be doing without KPMG. So that's great. They were here earlier, the managed partner was here, but he had to leave. And then we have Managed Health Services, which is a managed care company that serves children enrolled in Hoosier Healthwise and CHIP. And they joined KPMG as a title sponsor at the $2,500 level. And John Barr is here. Where's John? Thank John. And Jennifer, is Jennifer with you? Farland? Okay, Jennifer. We thank you very much, and we're really excited and grateful to have you on board. Indianapolis Power and Light joined us as a corporate sponsor this year at the $1,000 level. Cindy Leffler made this possible, and is she here? Okay, we were hoping she would be here, but if anyone else from IPL is here, we thank you very much for that sponsorship. We also have 3 sponsors at the $500 level, and that is Pat Sapper and Miller, Cindy Collier Consulting, and Integrity LLC. So we thank Leisha, Cindy, and John Spence, who I do not see here, for sponsoring us at that level. So thank you very much. We also have the privilege of working with many local organizations that have embraced our mission. They contribute money, property, very important, program expertise, and legal counsel. Tom Kreider-Reed, Kevin Dupree, Dirk Edwards, and the leadership in the vestry at Trinity Episcopal Church, and Dirk is here. Where is Dirk? Talk to Dirk, he's great. He's somewhere around here. They actually own the home where Project Home will be, and they're renting that to us for a 20-year commitment. And they've been great partners. Without them, Project Home would not have a home. So we appreciate their partnership. David Warhauser of Barnes & Thornburg provided us expert legal advice to get us through leasing and zoning, so we really appreciate his help. John Bridge and Stephanie Eckerly of Clue, Shadley, Racher, and Braun got us through the rezoning process. That was something. So we're glad to be through that. The neighbors in Historic Meridian Park have supported us. They've written letters of support. They came to our zoning hearing and stood up in support of us, so we really appreciate that. Is anyone from the organization here tonight? I don't see Doug. No, okay. Well, we really appreciate them. They've definitely made the transition a lot easier because the neighborhood's very important to us. We also have several community partners that have come on board, and we're very grateful to them. The Wishart and Planned Parenthood and the Raphael Health Center are all committed to having relationships with us for various programmatic aspects, and that's very important to funders. So we really appreciate having them on board with Project Home. And having you all here tonight is certainly instrumental to achieving our goals, and so we appreciate you coming out. I know there's childcare and other issues to deal with, so we really appreciate that. And now I'd like to introduce you to Emily Styron. 6 months ago, she joined Project Home as our first executive director. She and I have known each other for a long time. She was the deputy controller for the city of Indianapolis 12 years ago. I was an intern, which tells you who's younger. We both have a similar work ethic and a commitment to working in the public sector, but what really brought us together is our time with Girl Scouts. We were co-leaders of a troop just north of here for 7 years together, and then I continued on with Christina, who's also on our board. And really our commitment to girls and serving girls who need us was really where we found our friendship and our loyalty to each other. And since we've met, Emily has continued to manage organizations at the executive level while serving women and girls in a volunteer capacity. And since joining Project Home, she has, and I want to take these off, managed the logistics related to the acquisition and renovation of our site, assisted the board in developing staffing and operational plans, initiated all of our fundraising opportunities, increased the board of directors capacity, and worked to create partnerships with community organizations. So we're very pleased to have Emily on board, and now she's going to say a few words.